It's no secret that we've seen a fast-moving pandemic housing market over the past couple years, with sellers hoping to get top dollar. Now, normally when you sell your home, part of the process is doing a title search, which looks at public records and makes sure you're the legal owner of your property. Well, I spoke with one homeowner who was just about to finalize the sale of her home when she says she discovered a stranger took possession and she had no clue. Navigating the steep steps to her Los Angeles home, Alois Phillips says the past 10 years here have brought nothing but good memories.
We've had, countless birthday parties, family gatherings out here. It's just a nice place to live.
It's where Phillips, who is an attorney, raised 2 children, putting her hard-earned money into the property. But now her daughters are grown, so she and her husband are looking for a place that's easier to move around.
Bringing groceries up and, anything else that has to come up from down in the car is challenging, and I'm trying to plan for my later years.
So Phillips put her home up for sale and lined up a buyer in April. But when her real estate agent ran a title search to confirm she's a legal owner, she says a stranger's name appeared.
I was the one that bought this house. I pay the taxes, I pay the mortgage, and I have not transferred this property to anybody over the last 10 years that I've had it. And so she said, well, he owns your house.
Phillips claims she's a victim of real estate fraud, that a man named Deshaun Patrick filed a phony grant deed with LA County stating he owns the property and gifted it to himself. Phillips filed a police report and says she's not the only victim. In addition to her home, Patrick filed grant deeds on at least 2 other properties over the last year, according to LA County public property records. All 3 homeowners, including Phillips, filed civil lawsuits against Patrick to prove they are the true property owners. Real estate attorney Tiffany Krog represents one of the other homeowners. She says her client was trying to sell the house when he discovered Patrick's name on the deed.
He went to his property to see what was going on, and he discovered that there were multiple people living at the property, and they had also turned on the utilities.
Krog says they were physically removed and a judge canceled the fraudulent grant deed, but Patrick is appealing the decision. Spectrum News 1 reached out to Patrick, and although he didn't respond to an on-camera interview request, he stated over the phone that he was given all the properties as part of an inheritance for his estate and that they all belong to him. No criminal charges have been filed against Patrick, but the LA County District Attorney's Office says it's reviewing all 3 cases. Krog warns homeowners to look out for this type of fraud.
You should check your title from time to time. When they record these fraudulent deeds, you will not get a copy. They have the copies, the recorded copies, sent to their own address.
She also recommends installing security cameras and alarms, especially for those who own properties but don't physically live there. Phillips says she's not leaving her home anytime soon and is frustrated with the time-consuming and costly legal battle she faces to prove her home is hers.
It's time off from work. It's time away from family. It's sleepless nights.
For a home Phillips says she's paying for, even though on paper it belongs to someone else. The lawyer I spoke with in the story says this type of fraud is becoming more common, so she urges homeowners to make sure they check their property records periodically.